Alex is making a face. Oh, Miso, this is not the time. Miso! There we go.
Okay, yeah.
That's better. That's cute. Okay. Can both of you move, please?
Oh, God. Oh, God. Hello. Is that how we're going to start?
I'm Hannah.
I'm Alex.
Today we're going to show you our Korean H-Mart supermarket haul. We both previously lived in Korea, even though we've been back living in America now for like a year and a half. We actually have not been to H-Mart yet.
We've had Korean food, but we haven't been able to take our time and do our own Korean food shopping.
We got a lot of things and a lot of things to cook our own stuff with.
We'll have future videos with some of that cooking, and we're definitely going to be filming ourselves trying a lot of this stuff.
So, starting with our desserts and drinks. This is usually the stuff I eat, but Alex has diabetes and can't. Sorry. This, I was very excited to find. So the last time Alex and I were in Korea, this was just starting to get really popular, like 2018, 2019. And we used to go to get this exact brand of like tiger sugar, black sugar, brown sugar, bubble tea, several times a week probably. And I would try all of the different brands, and this is definitely the best brand. It's from Taiwan, correct?
Yeah.
So they have a huge vat of like the bubble tea in the brown sugar that infuses the bubble tea, the bobas with brown sugar. It's so good. So I am particularly excited to try this. Obviously it's not real bubble tea, it's an ice cream bar, but I eat ice cream almost every day, so that's fine. So this is a really popular ice cream dessert. Also in Korea, you can find this at 7-Elevens, convenience stores,
yeah,
things
any
like
convenience
that.
store.
Yeah. The original flavor has red bean in it. It's like a sweet red bean, which is really popular in Korea, Japan, Asian countries. This is actually a brown sugar boba version of it, which I've never seen before.
Yeah, and if you look closely, I think they actually have boba inside.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what that's gonna be like.
We have two different kinds of what are called hotdog. It's rice cakes, is technically what they are. Almost like mochi, if you're familiar with mochi, just a very glutinous, I don't know, chewy kind of dessert. And then these ones are actually filled with that sweet red bean that I was talking about. So a lot of Korean desserts will have that. It looks like it might be covered in powdered sugar, but honestly that might be deceiving because some Korean desserts,
it's not powdered sugar.
Is it?
It's gonna be cornstarch or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
It looks like it would be sweet, but these types of desserts in Korea are very rarely sweet, honestly, other than the filling or whatever is inside of them. But I like them. I'm excited to try them.
Yeah, a little bit closer. Cool.
Okay, so these are so good. This is a street food in Korea. Again, it's a type of dessert. It's basically like a fried pancake that is filled with various things. So I think honey usually, you can put brown sugar in them. They have nuts and seeds sometimes, but you get them literally off a cart on the side of the road, and they're fantastic. So we found some mix to make them ourselves, hopefully.
And this one I'll probably have to make for you.
Because I don't cook often, so
okay.
Alex does it. All right, as for drinks, basically they're just these little tiny yogurt drinks. I think they make a reference to this in that one Netflix movie. What is it? To all the boys I've loved before, something like the little sister gives one of these to him and he drinks it and says it's amazing.
Hey, hello, LJ, what is that?
A Korean yogurt smoothie.
Oh, wow. That is really good.
They're more sugary than your typical like yogurt, but it's literally a drink. It's not like thick like a yogurt. I will put these in my lunch probably once a day to take with me to work. I'm very excited. Oh yeah, frozen, they're good too. You can eat them almost like, I don't know, like a little icy kind of thing.
Oh.
Speaking of Korea.
Oh, don't show your butt.
Don't drink my coffee either. This is Maki or macchiato. I named her after coffee because I have a problem. And I adopted her from Korea. Hey baby. She's being very calm right now.
Yeah.
Oh, we see the other one. Oh! Anyways, another drink that I got, which again, I really like. Some people don't like it. I personally think it's great. It's called Milkus. It is carbonated, so it's basically a soda that it says milk and yogurt flavored. So it's essentially like a dairy flavored soda. I don't know how else to put it. It's unlike anything you've probably ever had if you've never had it, and it's very good and I love it. There are several flavors that this comes in too. There's like a melon one, which I think is gross because I don't like melon. I saw an apple one at H-Mart today, which I'd never seen in Korea before. Strawberries, another popular one.
Banana.
Banana, I saw that today too. I personally just like the original. Maybe next time I'll try the apple because that sounds good to me, but yeah, Milkus. Oh, hello. When did you get there? That's Miso. Can you see her in the shot? Miso. She's our newer cat. She's not from Korea. She also bullies our other cats. Not nice. Last drink. Aloe. So I'm gonna drink this right now, actually. This one's actually mango flavored. This is a popular drink in Korea. The original flavor of this is just straight up an aloe drink. Like it actually has pieces. I don't know if you can see if I get close enough, but it has like little pieces of things that almost look like little jellies in them.
Chunky bits.
Little chunky bits, and it's actual pieces of aloe plant in it. It's usually green. This one is mango flavored because I actually couldn't find the original at the store today. They had other flavors too, but I like mango, so I'm gonna drink this right now. Hi, Mackie. It could be a little colder.
How's this flavor?
It's good.
How's the mango?
The mango is good.
I always really enjoyed the chunky bits.
Yeah, me too.
I've seen other people try these and just like be repulsed by things in their drink.
I would equate it to people who don't like pulp in their orange juice. You either like it or you don't, I think. I personally like it. So this is the last one. This is not remotely Korean, but I would say it is something that would be pretty easy to find in Korea. Matcha latte tea, and this one has ginger in it, and I like ginger a lot, so I'm going to try that soon. We also got some Korean sides, which are called banchan, and as you can see, most of them are gonna be spicy. A lot of red flavors. Red flavors? A lot of red colors, which makes it spicy. Yeah. It's just basically like kimchi, things like that. Like there's some radish in here. All right, so I'm gonna try each one. We got a new pair of chopsticks. These, as you can maybe see, are actually like real Korean chopsticks, which are pretty hard to find here. They are metal, first of all, and then they are also flat. Korea is, I believe, the only country, if not one of the only countries in Asia that uses these specific style of chopsticks.
The king used to eat with like silver chopsticks to test if his food was poisoned. So apparently silver is supposed to change color when it comes in contact with poison.
I'm struggling.
See, you need to...
Why don't we start with some fish cakes? Alex loves these. I don't know how to describe what fish cakes are, actually. What are fish cakes?
I'd say they have the texture of like maybe like a firm tofu. They're kind of chewy, but it's literally what it sounds like, I think.
I like to eat fish cakes in something that we'll show you later called tteokbokki, and it's just like rice cakes, fish cakes, like a spicy sauce, and that's another popular street food, one of my favorites.
Yeah, these are one of those things that they give out for free at a restaurant, but like I used to eat as an entire meal when I was growing up.
There's some like sesame seeds on it. I don't know if
Oh.
It doesn't really matter.
That's perfect. Yeah.
Okay. Sesame seeds, some gochugaru, which is that like spicy red pepper. Actually, I think that's it.
What do you think?
Not remotely spicy, but it's good.
They never are.
Yeah.
People get scared
Yeah.
of the chili flakes, but
Alex and I love spicy food though, so we'll eat anytime. There's like a carrot in here. Weird. Little pepper. Can I have the pepper?
Yeah, those are nice.
Yeah, I like them. Very good.
I'm gonna definitely be eating those.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
She found the fish. Help me! I can't close it. Oh my god, she smells it. Lucky, no.
You're like, these don't have a permeating fish flavor.
Oh my god.
She came out of nowhere.
So the rest of them are different kinds of radishes that we have. So I'm not gonna eat all of them, but these are my favorites personally. So I think I'm gonna try maybe these darker ones in a second. So you can see like all of these are the same vegetable, but you can prepare them in many different ways. These ones in particular, usually are like a bright yellow color and are pickled. These ones look like they have a little bit of spice on them as well, so I'm excited to eat those. And then these ones,
We're still not sure what kind of vegetable this is.
I have no idea what kind of vegetable this is. So Alex and I used to go to Alex and I used to go to like a Chinese restaurant or Chinese restaurants in Korea and get these on the side. I've had them spicy and I've had them not spicy. These ones look like they are spicy. But yeah, I don't know what they are. Let me try these darker ones because I like these. I like these ones because they are dried. They have like a little bit more chew to them than a normal radish, a little less crunchy. A little more chew. Okay. So there's a couple of different things. There's some leaves in here. I don't know what those are, but they're good. You can hear the crunch, right? That's what I like about the dried ones. Oh yeah, those are so good. These are my favorite, I think.
Well, now I want to try it.
Yeah. They're darker red. They're definitely spicier. I really like that. That's nice.
They're okay.
I love it.
They're definitely spicier. They're a little more savory tasting than like normal kimchi is like more sour. This is definitely like, it's like a fresher kimchi taste, like more garlic, more chili, kind of less fermented tasting.
For sure. Do you like fresher kimchi or older kimchi better?
I like really, really stinky old kimchi.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Alex calls it fizzy when it gets that like really fermented kind of, I don't know, taste to it. But one of the highlights of our weeks is always doing Korean barbecue. We do actually have like a personal Korean barbecue grill. It's ridiculous to hold it up like this, but you know, we do actual Korean barbecue. I'd say at least once a week on this thing. So we got a lot of different things here, some of which we have all the time, some of which we're excited. We found some new stuff. I guess I'll just start with the meat. We got some marinated beef here. I don't know, what would you call this, like cut in?
So it is bulgogi, but I've never seen it like this. It's a little more thickly cut.
Yeah.
Normally it's more thin.
Usually we marinate our own meats, so we thought trying some like decent looking bulgogi would be good. You can do a couple of different things with Korean barbecue. One thing that we like to do is make kind of lettuce wraps out of it. We also got these, which
So this is getting it.
they're bitter, actually. You can do kind of the same thing as you would with lettuce, where you make like a wrap out of it. H-Mart is the first place that I've been able to actually find these. We also just got some peppers. We'll just throw these on the grill and get them nice and charred too, just like you would garlic or onions. We got a large thing of garlic for pretty cheap. We go through a lot of garlic, not only in Korean food, but like in all of our cooking. So yeah, great things for Korean food for sure. We got the largest container of samjang that we could find because we go through this stuff so quickly. So like this is our old jar that we had of it. It's like a type of soybean paste.
Gochujang, which is a pepper paste, and doenjang, and then different like seasonings all mixed together. So.
Yeah. So it's fermented. It has like kind of a funkiness to it from the soybean, but it's also spicy from the gochujang. And I love this stuff. I will put so much of this on my Korean barbecue. And we have not eaten that many Korean barbecues for it to be this low. So yeah, we eat a lot of it.
Yeah, it's literally the perfect like meat condiment.
So we got a giant new tub of it, so that hopefully we don't go through it too quickly. Everything else we have left is basically for some more heavy duty cooking. So I'll go through each thing and talk about kind of the different dishes that we like to eat too. This is another kind of street food that you can find in Korea, and it's rice cakes again, which is tok. It's hard for me to say sometimes
Tok.
in Korean.
Yeah.
But basically rice cakes, very chewy, and you'll cook them in some like really spicy sauce. So you can put fish cakes in it, you can put onions in it. I've even had it where you put ramen in it, like ramen noodles with it. Cheese on top of it. A lot of people like to eat it with cheese. That's really good, like a nice melty cheese. We got a couple of different kinds because this is one of my guilty pleasures. I eat a lot of it. Tteokbokki. Oh yeah, we have like the full like freezer packs of them because again, like these are the fresh ones. We eat a lot of these. Yeah, this one says mad spicy.
Looks like
Looks like a cheese stick. It's good.
It's so good.
It doesn't really have a flavor when you eat it plain like that.
I like these with sesame oil.
Kimchi jjigae has kimchi. It usually has some like pork in it. It has like a spicy broth for sure, and then I don't know. You can put all different things in it, and often it has these kinds of rice cakes, which are exactly the same things as the other ones we just showed you, except these ones are cut into like thin slices.
Yeah.
So they just like cook a little bit differently. Something else that I love, which is technically a Chinese dish, but again, like Korean Chinese restaurants do this really well, is mapo tofu. So we don't have the tofu here right now, but basically it comes, you get tofu on a plate and it comes in a really spicy sauce that has almost like a sweetness to it also. We got a couple different kinds of tofu here. So firm tofu, which we're gonna use not in the mapo tofu, maybe something different, maybe fry it or something like that. But then soft tofu is usually what you would put in mapo tofu. So Alex is gonna try to make that for me, and I'm very excited because I love it. It's so good. These are just a straight up dried chilies, and we're gonna put these in some mapo tofu to make it even spicier, even though it's already very spicy. Another one that we like, which we have to try to figure out like exactly how to use this, is jjajangmyeon, which is usually noodles, not always. the noodles that come in a black bean paste as like a sauce. They often have like pork in it and stuff like that too.
Yeah, meat, vegetables, and you can have it on rice.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just the jajang sauce.
What else we got? Oh, 2 different kinds of ramen. Alex loves the seaweed one. And this is actually traditional. I mean, you can obviously eat it anytime, but this one is traditional to eat at like New Year's or your birthday.
Seaweed is supposed to be good for pregnant women after they give birth.
Okay.
Because it has a lot of iron in it. So they encourage mothers to eat seaweed soup. So then that's a birthday thing.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
This is absolutely one of my favorite kinds of instant ramen that you can find in Korea. I have never been able to find this anywhere, even at other Korean markets here, except for this H-Mart run. It comes with like a dried egg block, as it says here, that like it'll cook through, has sesame seeds in it, sesame oil that you put in it. It's very good and very spicy. It's one of my favorites for sure. So that's everything that we got today from H-Mart. Like I said, we've been back in the United States for like 1.5 years now, but because of COVID and everything, it hasn't really felt like it, and we haven't really had the opportunity to like go out and explore, you know, a lot of the Korean markets around us. So we got a lot of stuff. We're excited to start cooking. We miss Korea a lot, and so we feel like this will, I don't know.
It'll help us kind of get that feeling of being in Korea again.